Let's learn about Wild West, cowboys, outlaws, and frontier life. The Wild West, a term evoking images of vast prairies, rugged landscapes, and untamed frontiers, refers to the period in American history during the 19th century when the Western territories were being settled and developed. This era, roughly spanning from the end of the Civil War in 1865 to the early 20th century, is characterized by the iconic figures of cowboys, outlaws, and the challenges of frontier life. This video explores the dynamic and often romanticized aspects of the Wild West, examining the roles of cowboys, the infamous outlaws, and the harsh realities of life on the frontier. Cowboys are perhaps the most enduring symbol of the Wild West. Originally, cowboys were cattle herders, tasked with driving cattle across long distances to railheads for transportation to markets in the East. These rugged individuals became synonymous with the spirit of the West, often depicted in popular culture as independent, resourceful, and skilled horsemen. Cowboys were responsible for managing large herds of cattle, dealing with unpredictable weather, and navigating the challenges of the open range. The cowboy's attire, including the Stetson hat, bandana, boots, and chaps, became iconic symbols of the Wild West. While romanticized in literature and film, the reality of cowboy life was demanding and often perilous, as they faced the dangers of stampedes, harsh weather, and encounters with Native American tribes. The Wild West was also a haven for outlaws who sought refuge in the vast and lawless territories. Notorious figures like Jesse James, Billy the Kid, and Butch Cassidy became legends, their exploits glorified in dime novels and later immortalized in Hollywood films. Outlaws were often driven by a combination of economic hardship, personal grievances, and a general disdain for the constraints of civilization. Bank and train robberies, cattle rustling, and shootouts at saloons were common occurrences in the lives of these outlaws. The pursuit of justice was carried out by lawmen such as Wyatt Earp, Wild Bill Hickok, and Bat Masterson, who engaged in their fair share of gunfights to bring notorious criminals to justice. Life on the frontier was far from glamorous, and those who settled in the West faced numerous challenges. Homesteaders, pioneers, and Native American communities contended with harsh weather conditions, scarce resources, and the constant threat of conflicts over land. The establishment of towns and settlements brought a mix of cultures, leading to tensions and occasional violence. Women played a crucial but often overlooked role in frontier life, contributing to the establishment of communities, maintaining households, and adapting to the demands of an unforgiving environment. The harsh realities of the frontier tested the resilience and resourcefulness of those who sought a new life in the West. The Wild West remains a captivating and complex chapter in American history, blending reality with myth and shaping the nation's identity. The cowboy, the outlaw, and the challenges of frontier life have become enduring symbols of the rugged individualism and pioneering spirit that define the American West. Who were the cowboys of the Wild West, and what were their roles in the frontier era? Cowboys were cattle herders and horsemen who played a crucial role in the Wild West's development during the 19th century. Their primary responsibility was to drive cattle across long distances to railheads for transportation to eastern markets. Cowboys became iconic symbols of the West, known for their independence, resourcefulness, and skilled horsemanship. Who were some famous outlaws of the Wild West, and what crimes were they known for? The Wild West was home to notorious outlaws, including Jesse James, Billy the Kid, and Butch Cassidy. These figures gained notoriety for crimes such as bank and train robberies, cattle rustling, and other acts of lawlessness. Their exploits were often romanticized in dime novels and later became the subject of Hollywood films. What were the challenges of frontier life in the Wild West? Life on the frontier was marked by numerous challenges, including harsh weather conditions, scarce resources, and conflicts over land. Homesteaders, pioneers, and Native American communities had to adapt to an unforgiving environment. Establishing towns and settlements brought together diverse cultures, leading to tensions and occasional violence. How did lawmen contribute to maintaining order in the Wild West? Lawmen such as Wyatt Earp, Wild Bill Hickok, and Bat Masterson played crucial roles in maintaining law and order in the Wild West. They pursued and apprehended outlaws, engaged in gunfights, and worked to establish a semblance of justice in the often lawless territories. Their efforts were instrumental in bringing notorious criminals to justice. What was the role of women in the Wild West, and how did they contribute to frontier life? Women played vital but often overlooked roles in the Wild West. They contributed to the establishment of communities, maintained households, and adapted to the challenges of frontier life. Women were instrumental in fostering a sense of community and resilience in the face of the harsh realities of the West. Like the video and remember to subscribe to our channel.